Hello, my friends, Gary Goers and fellow poets. Welcome back to Conversing with Poets. Hello, Mythical Meter. Hello, class. Danny. Hello, Danny. Chris. Did I say Chris? I didn't say Chris yet. Hello, Chris. Wow, so many people here. Genevieve, Delgo. Hello, hello. A poet. Hello. I think I said class, but if not, hello again, class. Justin. Hello. Excellent. Hello, everybody. If I've missed you, I'm so sorry. Justin. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Yes. Wow, you guys are on it tonight. I appreciate Danny saying that in the chat. I did catch that. But if you haven't hit that like button, don't forget to hit that like button. Even if you're watching on playback, it really genuinely helps the channel so much. It's completely free and it only takes a few seconds. So hit that like button, whether you're watching live or playback. And welcome to your Sunday evening here at Conversing with Poets. Thank you so much for being here. How is everybody? Yes, there's 9 of us and 8 likes. Yes, perfect. It looks like we've got a full house on my screen. 9 viewers, 9 likes now. So thank you so much, everyone. You guys really, really are the best. We're not even a minute in, or maybe we're a minute in, and you're already on 9 likes. So I appreciate it so much. You guys are the best. The channel is doing so well because you guys are awesome. Now it says 9 viewers, 10 likes. I think that's the first time I've ever seen more likes than we have viewers. So awesome. Nice one. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have a stream for you today. That's why you're here. We're going to do the usual. Now it says 11 likes, but only 9 people watching. That's odd. Hello, Doreen. Welcome, welcome. Wonderful day, Adam. Thank you, Mythical Meter. Have a great day yourself. Talking of Mythical Meter, I do have a poem. You became a channel member some time back, and I do have a poem of yours to read as a thank you for becoming a member. YouTube is being really strange. Now it's saying 9 viewers, 12 likes. Thank you so much. Now 13 likes. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm feeling the love tonight. I'm feeling the love. I need to be cracked like a glow stick. Okay. But maybe a massage will do. I'll have to ask Mitch. Yes. I've still got a little bit of a cough, but unfortunately, Danny was really not feeling great this time last week. So send lots of love Danny's way. Nightbot showing his love. Yeah, Nightbot is always around. So let me quickly read Herb's poem. It's going to be interesting. How can I do this? Okay. All right, I can do that. I can zoom in. All right, so this is Mythical Meter's poem as a thank you for becoming a member. So this is Coyote Moon. They cry in the silver stream upon a crusty diamond back while I listen in a dream. The fates of the nocturnal pack. Craggy shadows like fingers crawl across my window. Their eerie howl lingers like echoes in my empty house. The full moon's coat shimmers, a predator of the dark skies, prowling while night simmers, howling at the pinpoint lights. They yelp to a waning hush. The moon retreats ere the sun, coyote slips into shadow's brush, while nightmares dangle undone. Thank you so much, Mythical Meter. Excellent poem. Thank you so much for becoming a Gary Girl and for sending in a poem. Now, if you'd like me to read your poem live on stream, we do have a goal, 1 super chat tonight. If you are able to, if you have the opportunity to and can afford it and have some money that you can throw my way in support of the channel. There's a little $ underneath the chat box. You can hit that, and any super chat, it doesn't matter, however much you can do, hit that, and you'll get a secret little scene. And also, you can email me your poem. You can email me your poem, and I will read it on the next live stream. So thank you so much, Mythical Meter. Nice poem, Mythical Meter. Yeah, very, very nice. Did you find my poem? I haven't had a chance yet. If you can email me a link or something that I can keep in my inbox unread, I will read it next time round. So even if you don't want to email me the poem itself, just email me a link. I do remember you saying something about it being uploaded somewhere on a website. But I unfortunately I just don't have the time to go in search of it. So please email me, and I will definitely read that for you, a poet. Hello, Kaylee. Welcome to Conversing with Poets. Welcome to Conversing with Poets. Hopefully, hopefully we can test the new transitions now that you're here, Kaylee, and make sure that I have turned the audio down sufficiently. I've also realized I've completely forgotten my LED light, which is still indoors charging, so that's not good, but I'll have it available for part two if I remember. If I remember. So, moving on, I am going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway tonight, folks. Uh, I was lucky enough to be gifted this mug. You've seen me drink from it loads of times on stream. It's got a portrait of Shakespeare with the quote, I do wish thou were a dog that I might love thee something. Hang on, let me just come out of Herb's poem so I can see the moderator's chat. I sent it to you on Insta, Adam. Oh, you did, Kaylee? I'm not sure what that's in reference to. So anyway, sorry, I completely lost my chain of thought there. Yeah, so you've seen me drink from this mug so many times. It's got Shakespeare on the back, it's got a quote on the other side. I do wish thou were a dog that I might love thee something. Because Shakespeare was a master of insults, apparently. It was sent to me by a subscriber, but there were some postage issues on it. So we thought it had got lost in the mail, and I asked for a replacement, and so a replacement got shipped out. But then the original turned up. So I've had this sitting on my bookshelf. Ooh, that's not a great sound. For months and months and months. I'm going to mute the mic for a second. Yeah, that's not a great sound to give to you guys. But it's literally the exact same mug. So I'm going to give it away because it's just collecting dust otherwise. Sorry. That's not a great sound. Sorry, everyone, if the mic picked that up. If it didn't, happy days. If it did, I apologize. So I'm going to do a giveaway. And what I'm going to do is I can see that the mods are saying something, but I will get to that in a second. Sorry, guys. Hopefully it's not too important. I just need to quickly do something. I'm going to my website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this mug away. And for the next 2 hours whilst we're live, if anybody wants to grab some channel merch, only a tiny styrofoam squeak. Thanks, Mike. Did the mic pick it up? Did the mic actually pick it up? I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to anybody that buys some channel merch in the next 2 hours will receive a free mug replica. Well, not a replica, but basically the same mug that I drink from on all the streams, unless I'm drinking from my Jack Skellington mug. But that's what we're going to do. So if anybody wants to grab some channel merch and be in with the chance of winning a free mug, I'll even write a word on it just to make it more exciting. I'll put Gary Goyles. I spelt Gary Goyles wrong. Oh well, it makes it more exciting. There you go. It's got Gary Goyles on the packaging now as well. So there you go. That's what we're going to do. Not sure why it doesn't link properly. Sorry, guys. Apologies. So let's move on to some news bulletins, shall we? Oh, the links really aren't working for some reason. I just caught up in the moderator chat. So let's catch up with some news. Prepare yourselves for some headlines. You know how we like to do things here. Adam, have you broke it? Have I broke what? Have I broke what? Oh, have I broke YouTube? Most likely. More most likely, more than likely. Let's move on to some breaking news. Prepare your headlines. Here we go. Okay, we only have two breaking news headlines today. Not too many. First up, we have the phone that reads poetry to you. I'm pretty sure I read an article about this months ago, but maybe I didn't, or maybe it's something similar. Yes, that works, Genevieve. You got it. Nice. Thank you. Um, what was I saying? I'm pretty sure I read about this being an art installation somewhere. So maybe this is old news, but it's certainly a new link that I found today, which is a phone reads poetry back to you. Somebody has wickedly, and by that I don't mean wickedly, you nasty, nasty person. By that I mean, like, what an awesome person. Uh, Power outage for over 12 hours. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Um, Somebody has taken an old vintage phone and done cool stuff to it so that when you pick it up and hold it to your ear, it reads poetry back to you, which I think is really, really awesome. And again, I'm pretty sure I read about this being an art installation somewhere. I don't know if it's the same thing, but maybe it is. I didn't read the full article, I just read what it was and I was like, this would make a good headline for stream. And also, I'm pretty sure I've heard about this already. So there you go. Thank you so much, little Danny. This old phone reads poetry to you using a Raspberry Pi Zero. Um, a Raspberry Pi Zero doesn't mean anything to me. I'm guessing I'm pretty sure it's the make of the model from what I remember reading in the article, but I thought it was really cool. It was inspired by the inventor was I think in an antique shop, and it was inspired by seeing people picking up the phone. Obviously, it wasn't plugged in, so there was no one there. They were just having fun, I guess. But it inspired this idea, so I think that's really, really cool. So that's our first breaking news bulletin for you. Raspberry Pis are amazing micro PCs, basically. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting name, Raspberry Pi, or amazing micro PCs. That's cool. That's cool. Hello, Dazzle. Welcome to Conversing with Poets. Thank you for joining us. So you've got that. The next one is actually genuinely breaking news, and it's really cool news. I remember it happening at the time, and then everything went quiet, and I didn't think anything of it. I started to think, oh, maybe it's not. Maybe they didn't break the record. Maybe they didn't do it. Maybe it, you know, it failed, unfortunately. But then I saw just a couple of days ago, the headlines started flying in, and I was like, great, they did do it. And it is the Guinness World Record for the largest poetry class or the largest poetry lesson. And it involved 125,000 children. 125,000 children all took part in the same poetry class, which is awesome. So congratulations to everyone involved. No easy feat. I can assure you, the technology, the strain on the stream. Sometimes our stream struggles with just 15 of us, but 125,000 children took part in this poetry lesson via a web link and streaming and stuff. So awesome. Well done, everybody. And on that note, let's get back to our regular viewing.
Wow.
Okay, cool. Excellent. Congratulations. Yes, congratulations, everybody involved. Hi, Kaylee. Thanks for the pen. Thank you, Danny, for sharing that link. Mythical meter, don't get political, keep it poetical. Religion is personal, keep it personable. Oh, did Mythical meter did a naughty message? Raspberry Pis are really cool. I don't think I've ever heard of them. I don't think I've heard of them. Let me view Mythical meters. Ah, yes. Yes. That would be why it got removed. A certain somebody's name. Nightbot Nightbot can't differentiate. But yes, yeah. It's just because we don't do politics, but I understand. He certainly has, and he's doing it to other countries too. I am here fully dressed. Good, Jack. I'm glad. I'm really, really glad. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. So, one thing I forgot to mention, by the way, we have, and I say we, Genevieve has come up with an awesome idea for a prize for our poetry challenges on these streams. And that is the winner will receive a 1 month bronze membership to the Poetry Cove. If you don't know what the Poetry Cove is, it is the online poetry platform that I founded. Oh, I've just got someone's just ordered something. Someone's just bagged some channel merch. Thank you so much, whoever that was. And you are in with a chance of winning a free mug. So thank you so much. Wow, I see 19 likes. Me too. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. You know how to make a poet feel good. I've completely forgot what I was saying. What was we saying? Quite an entrance. It is quite an entrance, announcing to the chat that you are fully dressed. I am really happy for you. Thank you so much for those hearts coming in as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What was I saying? Come, join the cove or peek around for free for a month. Yes, that's what I was saying. Thank you, Genevieve. That was a great little nudge. So we're going to do the poetry challenges, and if you win, you get a bronze membership free for a month, which is the online community that I run and founded. There's a few people here who are covers as well as Gary Goals. I was trying to think of a name for you guys, and I guess Covergoils, I guess, is what you are. Covergoils, bronze membership for 1 month, 1 month free. And thank you. Everyone's helping me out here. I appreciate it. My chain of thought just completely went. Um, so yes, that is the prize that we're going with. Thank you so much, Genevieve, for the awesome idea. And what is the prompt for today? Gary Goils. So at the end of part one, we have a 5 minute break. And then at the start of part two, I'm going to ask for your challenge poems. And the prompt is Gary Goals. They have to be poems about Gary Goals. What is a Gary Goal? What is a Gary Goal? You guys are Gary Goals. So it's a poem about yourselves. One thing I do ask, which we didn't do last week, to start before your poem, please put, I'm going to put it in the chat now, please put poem in capital letters like that, and then your poem to follow. I think that's how we're going to get Nightbot to do giveaways properly. So your poem has to start with what I've just put in the chat. It's from All the Pizza and Wings. You guys know me way too well. It's kind of scary. I must tell everyone that I love pizza and chicken wings. Uh, oh wait, no, it's because of the last stream. Yeah, I did a stream waiting for my pizza, and then that ended abruptly because suddenly the pizza guy was on my doorstep. All right, so that's the poetry challenge. The prompt is Gary Goals. The winner gets a free 1 month bronze membership at the Poetry Cove. If you want to check out what that is, I believe Genevieve or Danny has put the link in the chat. So let's talk about globalization, the globalization of poetry. What do I mean by globalization? Well, essentially, thanks to social media, we are being given information about things from all over the world, not just our little town or our city or our country, but all over the world. The globalization of poetry, and how has that affected poetry? Can anyone give me some examples in the chat that they can think of in terms of globalization and poetry? I will be really mean and give you the most obvious one. I'm going to take that away from you folks. Haiku is probably the biggest example. Haiku is a traditional Japanese poetry form, which I think came from the 13th or 14th century Japan. Nice, Doreen. That's a good one. Yeah, podcasts. Yeah, at 13th or 14th century Japan, I'm probably way out now. You guys can test me. But are super popular in the Western world now. Intro to new poetry forms. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Haiku is really popular in the Western world now, so much so that an American poet, unfortunately, their name escapes me right now, but an American poet invented a form called the lune, Lune, which is 353 or 535. Nightbot 2.0. Hello there, Mr. Gary and fellow poets. I'll be dropping in and out. I'm watching the Royal Rumble at the same time. Okay, I don't know who that is, but I'll be keeping my eye on you, Nightbot 2.0. Message retracted. Okay. Nice. You're a legend. Thank you so much, Dazzle in the Dark, for that super chat. I appreciate you as always. Please email. Sorry, 2 seconds, guys. Oh, okay. It's Mitchell Malone. I literally just put in the moderator group chat, please watch that. As in, please watch who Nightbot 2.0 is. Blank channel created back in June. I think it was Mitchell Malone. It was the champion, for God's sake. That was Mitchell. He set that up to confuse you one day, and I guess that worked. Yeah, I literally just put in the moderator chat, can we watch that? I said, watch that. Mitchell, you are chaotic. Hi, Mitch. My partner is watching the wrestling too. Nice, nice, nice. Robert Kelly invented the loon. Thank you, Doreen. Did I spell loon right? I think it's Lune. I think it's Lune. Uh, I love contemporary haiku. Yeah, so I think that's probably the most obvious example of globalization in terms of poetry. I'm curious to know whether you guys think it's a good thing or a bad thing. But first, I want to see if anyone can think of any other ideas or any more or any more examples of globalization in poetry. Do we think it dilutes cultural identities, or does it enrich poetry in general? Good. What might be bad? I'm sorry, I was liking it stream with both my accounts and forgot to change back. No, you're good. Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate that. Causing problems over there, Mitch. Yeah, I was panicking inside a little bit after everything that's happened recently. It enriches poetry for certain. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hi, Kaylee. I'm catching up with the Royal Rumble from last night. If it brings people together and if it helps people understand humanity better, then I think poetry is a great ambassador. Forgive spelling. I've got a wicked virus. Oh, you're good, Doreen. And I'm sorry you're feeling ill, Doreen. Everyone send some love over to Doreen, as we did for Danny. The raising of literacy rates. Most people are able to write poetry, even if it's not all that good. Haikus are great by themselves, or a great way to end another poem, much like the rhyming couplet. Yeah, I saw a few clips. Was a fun time. I'm sorry, Adam. Didn't mean to panic you. No, you're good. You're good. I'm just relieved now. I'm just relieved that it was you. You're good. I think it's cultural appreciation on the most part. Thanks to you all. Feeling better just being here. Ah, well, that's good, Doreen. I'm glad. I'm glad. Also, if you string them together, you have a longer poem. Love to Doreen. Nice, nice. Yeah, let me send lots of Gary Goyle love over to Doreen. There you go, Doreen. Doreen. Globalization introduces us to many new ideas. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Absolutely. Absolutely, it does. It was me. Think I need to change it back before I do it again. In terms of specific forms, I think this is more. Look at all those hearts coming in for Doreen. You guys are the best. There you go, Doreen. I hope this makes you feel better. In terms of specific forms, I think this is more than a 200 character comment, but the difference between cultural exchange and appropriation is always a concern, but good opportunity for sharing. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know. It might even have been a poet. And if it wasn't you, a poet, I apologize. I'm trying to think who it was. I do know that recently we had somebody in the chat worried that they write their poetry in a language that isn't English, and they were worried that that might be detrimental to them. Hi, Jared. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Conversing with Poets. Great you could be here. We're talking about globalization in poetry, and we're trying to come up with examples of globalization in poetry. Haiku probably being the obvious answer. It's a very traditional Japanese poetry form, but now it's super popular here in the Western world. What was I saying? I've completely forgotten again. Oh yeah, somebody in chat recently was worried that because they don't their first language isn't English and that they don't write in English, they were worried that that might be detrimental to them. I think it was a new visitor to the stream, maybe. Okay, so it wasn't a poet. I apologize. Sonnets. Yes. Not a lot of people know that. I'll come back to that, Dalen. Yes, good one. Sonnets. We have Italian poets to thank for sonnets, I believe. I'm getting all confused. Remind me to come back to sonnets in a second, and the Earl of Surrey, and another English poet whose name forgets me. But yeah, we had someone concerned that they don't write predominantly in English, and actually, I think that can be a benefit. That can be a benefit, and that can help you stand out. I can't remember. Petrarchan sonnet. You got it. Ooh, that rhymes. Yes, Petrarch and Sonnet. I believe they were Italian. They were brought over by the Earl of Surrey, Henry Howard, and another poet whose name I forget. But obviously, I remember being from Surrey and doing lots of poetry stuff in Surrey. Um, Henry Howard and somebody else brought the Petrarchan sonnet over to Italy. So yeah, globalization right there in even in those times. So the internet, of course, has enhance things, but it's been happening for decades, if not centuries. Centuries, definitely centuries. That was a good example, by the way, Dalen. Thank you so much for bringing that up. Yeah. Those long 100 years, decades. Oh, Genevieve. Thank you, Genevieve. Yes, yes. Let's brush that under the mat and move on. Yes, those 100-year-old decades, they're the worst, right? They're the worst. If you haven't already, by the way, don't forget to hit that like button. I really appreciate it. It's completely free, but it does genuinely help out the channel, and it pushes the channel and it pushes our content out to wider audiences. We are still growing like crazy, and it's all because of you guys, and I appreciate it so much. Well, I guess free verse could also be seen as globalization from guys like Walt Whitman and other American poets. Yeah, 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 absolutely. Absolutely. If there's anyone here actually in Asia that, because obviously I couldn't comment on it, I'm here in the UK, but if there's anyone here in Asia that can potentially comment on the globalization of the Western poetry coming over to the East, that would be great, because I can tell you about, the Japanese poetry forms and stuff like that are being adopted by Western worlds, but I'm interested to know the flip to that. I guess I don't know how popular free verse is in the East, so I would be very keen to hear about that. And if you're watching playback and you can comment on that, please never don't ever forget that you can leave comments down below. I do check my comments, so yeah. I guess I know that Shakespeare is obviously everyone rolls their eyes, Shakespeare, but it's the only example I can give. I know that Shakespeare is performed all over the world, particularly in the East. So that is an interesting topic. There is an American poet that is considered a contemporary poet, but writes in Arabic with such things from Arabian culture. Would that be considered global? Yeah, I guess so. An American poet that writes in Arabic. I guess so. Yeah, for sure. Unless someone can correct me on that, but I would definitely consider that as globalization. Rumi, Rumi is very popular here in the West at the moment and has been, but is definitely I'm seeing Rumi all over social media, so I believe that the free verse is well loved in the States. Yes, free verse is adored in the West for sure, which is why I'm curious. I'd like to know how popular free verse is in the East. So if anyone who is watching from the East, please let me know if there are any Western, uh, if there's any sort of globalization from the West making its way over to the East. Oh, the poetry of the various diasporas. I don't know too much of this. Assuming that is what is going on with the poet you mentioned. Okay, I'm not too sure what that means. Diasporus. Looks like Latin. Is that Latin? And interesting to Latin. There you go. Back in the day, the West used to talk a lot of Latin. An interesting to me tidbit: the first book of poetry I ever read was in grade school in 1845. Edward Lear published a book called The Book of Nonsense, in which he featured 72 limericks. Nice. We all love a good limerick. We all love a good limerick. I believe so. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Hello, Dimitri. I'm glad that you could join us. Welcome to Conversing with Poets. 21 viewers and 21 likes. Thank you so much. You guys are absolutely bossing it tonight. Look at all those hearts coming in as well. Yes, we do all love a good limerick. Yeah. Look at all those hearts coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dimitri, we're just talking about globalization. And I've put it to the viewers. Uh, Examples of globalization and whether it's a good thing, whether it's a bad thing, what we think. Sorry, I don't normally wear beanies this high up. Also, we're doing a giveaway. If you want to win not this mug, you won't get any of my DNA, unfortunately, fortunately, I don't know. Um, but I do have one exactly the same that's been collecting dust on my shelf for ages. So we are doing a giveaway today. If you want to grab some channel merch before the end of the stream, grab some channel merch and I will select someone at random to win another one of these mugs at no extra cost. Thanks to you all for sending good vibes. Yes, good vibes to Doreen. Good vibe. Oh, me doing that because that's sort of ASMR. Uh, these ASMR videos are so difficult to make. I have to record my Emily Dickinson ASMR video for a third time after this stream. And I also have my Sylvia Plath collection, so I'm going to do that straight after as well. So I've got two ASMR videos to film. So I apologize that there wasn't a regular video this week. It wasn't for the want of trying. I promise you, folks. If you see my Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see on my stories, my whole living room has been taken over by green screen. If you're not following me on Instagram, by the way, what are you doing? It's Adam Gary Poetry. Please come and follow me. Hey, I'm going to send back some uh Reiki. I do know that word. Is that I do know that word. That's good vibes, I think. For the record, in Canada, your hat is referred to as a toque. Oh, nice. Okay. Toque. Toque. By the way, Adam, maybe you should be careful to avoid illegal sweepstakes. I've been watching Legal Eagle. Okay, I don't know what is that illegal? If you buy some channel merch, I'll throw in a free mug for one lucky person. I don't know. Is gentle energy, thank you. Is that illegal? I'm not sure. Mods, can we maybe look that up? I don't want to be doing anything illegal right now. Hi, good vibes from Northern Canada. Hello, Ken. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Conversing with Poets. Sorry, I'm just got my half. I got one eye on the. I got one eye on the moderator chat right now because I don't think I'm doing anything illegal. But if I am, I need to stop doing something illegal. Is anyone good at finding out when planes will be flying over? I feel like Adam needs a timetable to work around. I think there's an app for that stuff actually. I don't know how it works in the UK, but in the US, you could run into the law. Hold, please. Thank you, Genevieve. That sounds like a mild incentive, fun incentive. Well, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. A little incentive, but globalization to me is a natural thing. Just like your dog Harry and my dog Bo. They have their differences, but are ultimately still a dog, just as we are human. Interesting. So we've got sonnets. Southern Ontario here, and it is a balmy -3 and snowing. Still wearing shorts. Nice, nice. That's insane. Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit? Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, Nightbot. I see that Genevieve is typing in the mod chat, so I await with bated breath. Oh, okay. Flight tracker, but Adam is a neighbor of a busy airport, so he will always have planes flying over. Yeah, they're literally like every 2 minutes, I think. Below where I am. Wow. I could use your Turk if you could be so kind to send me one. I'll look into it. Thank you, G. Just like my postman, Jack. Oh, just like my postman. Celsius. Wow. Okay, so it is very cold. Yeah, it is very cold. We can form the Ontario chapter of Gary Goals. I like that a lot. I like that mythical meter. That's awesome. Yeah. 40 Fahrenheit. For those of you who haven't, for those of you who haven't heard me say this yet, who joined us a little bit later, we are doing poetry challenges. Uh, thanks to Genevieve, we do have a much better, we have a much better prize that isn't a yawn, believe it or not. You're not going to be winning yawns anymore. You're going to be winning a free, uh, a free bronze membership to the Poetry Cove for 1 month. So that's the new prize. Thanks, Genevieve, for that awesome idea. I have to run. Have a good stream. Thank you so much, Genevieve. We appreciate you. Everyone say goodbye to Genevieve. Also, before I forget, because I always forget and it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Can we all just say a huge thank you to the mods who have really stepped up their game behind the scenes the last few weeks and are working so hard. We've got our own little chat going here. So if you ever see me look off this way and reading something, it's because we got our own moderator chat going. But they're really working so hard for us. So can we all just send some appreciation for these guys? Thanks, mods. We love you. Thank you, Doreen. Flight Tracker is a cool app. Sometimes when I'm bored, I will go around the globe seeing different flights, and believe it or not, the thoughts that come make good inspiration for writing. That's really cool. When I worked for a courier company, we wore shorts till December for charity. Nice. Nice. Yeah, mods. Yeah. They work really, really hard behind the scenes, and I keep forgetting to mention them and give them a shout out. You have the chitter and you have the chatter, two chats. I do have the chitter and I have the chatter. So yeah, that's why if I look this way and I kind of lose my train of thought, it's because I'm trying to read something off to the side. So yeah, lots going on. Lots going on. Mods are great. Yeah, they're awesome. Thanks to everyone. Yeah, and thanks to you guys for being here and making the channel what it is and making these streams what they are. If you guys weren't here, you know, popping off in the chat, then I'd just be sitting here talking to nobody. So thank you for being here and getting involved and being awesome as well. So thanks everybody. What do mods do behind the scene? Can you say? Just interesting. We have like a list of duties. So for example, the links. If anything goes wrong, um, they sort of like, for example, when Mythical Meter's chat got retracted by Nightbot, they would kind of go back and see why that happened and just keep you guys safe and streams working well. You'd be talking to Harry, yes. Bye, Genevieve. Thanks for all you do here. And Danny, you're both amazing. Absolutely. Absolutely. You, my good man, are a fantastic multitasker. I don't know if I'm fantastic at it because I keep losing my chain of thought and I don't know what I'm saying. That's another thing that the mods do. They remind me what I was saying. So, yeah, lots of multitasking to do for sure. How do you find good mods? Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I think they have to find the channel first. I don't go out and seek them. They have to find the channel first, and then I mean, Danny, I know in real life. Danny is the fiance of a really good friend of mine. So, and then Genevieve, I met summer last year, and Genevieve really got into the Poetry Cove and the channel and stuff, and so a good mod has a great heart and loves the community and the host. This is true. You're absolutely right. Oh my goodness, Danny just put a lot of legal stuff in the mod chat that I probably should read. So before I say anything more on that, it's in between these two, I personally think. There are two main ways to structure your giveaway. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Sorry, 2 seconds, guys. I'm just reading a load of legal stuff. Uh, okay. No, however, no license is necessary if the giveaway is free. I'm still looking into it. Carry on and read it on break. Okay, cool. Thank you, Danny. Danny's literally. So, what do mods do? Danny and Genevieve. Genevieve has just left us. Um, but Danny has currently got her head in a legal book right now. So that's what mods do. Is SNL, Saturday Night Live, as popular outside the US as it has been in the US? Just wondering. I think it is on YouTube. I've watched some clips on YouTube, but I'm not sure. I don't watch too much TV, if I'm honest, so I probably couldn't answer that properly. Thank you for all the love, guys. Sorry, modding in the background. Ah, we appreciate you guys. Are all Canadians tall? Is that a thing? Is that a stereotype? I am here for the entertainment, seeing if you can keep up the multi. How am I doing? How am I doing? How am I doing? Yes, Adam, did you do any more to last night's poem? I didn't. I didn't. So talking about multitasking, I have written a poem, or at least I've started. That's what I was gonna do. I'll do it for part two, actually. Note. Let me put a note on the moderating thing. Read read. Oops. Where's control? Read poem. So I did a stream last night, folks. Just to get some content out for you. For you, you might have seen it. It was late at night. I was laying on my sofa with Harry, waiting for a pizza to arrive, and I told you that I'd started writing a new poem. It's called Brown Rivers Run Green. But I'll tell you all about it in part two. I'll read the two stanzas that I have. They're not the best. They're not. Yeah, they need a lot of work, and I know that they do. That's not me just putting myself down. They genuinely do. Um, but it sort of ties in with my part two topic. So we'll wait for part two to do that. Fantastic. I'm 5'4" Canadian. Is that tall? No, not all Canadians are tall. Average tall, yes. You are the same height as Olaf? Does Nightbot consider conversation about environmental crisis political? That's a good question. That's a good question. I mean, it kind of is, isn't it? It kind of is, but I don't think Nightbot has the capability of differentiating that. So we'll see. We'll see. I so agree. I was a senior in high school as it began, really enjoying a YouTube podcast by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Fly in the Wall. I like David Spade, Fly in the Wall. I bet you know of it. I think I know. I think I know who David Spade is anyway. He's in the Adam Sandler films, right? No, Katie, we have short Canadians too. It didn't flag my post. Oh, did you say something? I missed it. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What did you say, Mythical Meter? Oh, I don't have anything just yet. Oh, I'm on Top Chat. I don't know why Top Chat is the yeah, the snowman. I think that's from Frozen. Okay, so a quick reminder. The poetry challenge, the prompt for the poetry challenge is Gary Goyles. The prize is a free bronze membership for 1 month at the Poetry Cove. And to enter, you have to write a poem based on the prompt Gary Goyles, and you have to start it how I have in the chat down below. So I'm going to take the 5-minute break early because my throat is starting to get sore, so I need to go and get a drink. When we come back, I'll give you a few more minutes to carry on writing. We'll have a little chat. And then I'll ask for your poetry challenge poems based on the prompt Gary Goyles. So we'll take 5 minutes for that, a 5-minute break, and then when we come back, we'll do that. Okay, I need to just quickly see how we're doing. Is the framing okay? Yeah, the framing's okay. I went and got the little light in the back. All right, so we have some entries for our poetry challenge. I did realize something whilst whilst I was making my coffee, that because I've put the poem in capitals with the um what are they called, colons, I've now entered myself in the challenge. So I really hope that Nightbot doesn't choose me. I'm sure there's a way of making sure it doesn't, but yes, welcome back to part two. I forgot to flip my board. Let me flip my board. There we go. So in part two, we're gonna talk about um, eco poetry. We have discussed it in the past. I think we've discussed it briefly. I don't know if we dedicated a whole section to it. So if we have, I apologize that we're repeating ourselves. The more we do these streams, the more likely it is that we start repeating ourselves. I'll do my best not to. If we have, I apologize. So we've got some poems in. We've got Kaylee, a poet, mythical meter, class. If you take out the haiku, um, if you can put poem colon without the haiku, then we're good to go. Otherwise, Nightbot won't recognize it as an entry. I know it's really a small thing, but you know what technology is like. Unlock some exclusive content and other amazing benefits by becoming a channel member here. Thank you so much, Danny. Yes, if you can become a Gary Goyle, you do get exclusive videos with bloopers, behind the scenes content, other stuff. I can't think of what at the moment. You get a cool little Gary Goyle thing icon next to your name. You get exclusive Gary Goyle emojis, all that cool stuff. Justin, thank you, Justin. I'm really sorry, class. I know it's such a small thing. You just need to put a space between the colon and guaranteed. I know it's such a silly little thing, but it's the only way Nightbot's going to recognize your entry. I'm so sorry. Had a lot more, but had to downsize. No, that's good. So many poems tonight. I know. We're having such a good stream tonight. There's so many people here. 23 likes, lots of poems. You guys are really killing it tonight, and I'm loving it. So thank you so much. If you haven't hit that like button yet, don't forget, hit that like button. It's completely free. It takes just a few seconds, but it does really benefit me and the channel. There we go, class. Thank you so much. There we go. All right, cool. Yes, Kaylee, those are the Gary Goyle emojis. We do have a write along next week. So there are two Gary Goyle emojis there for write-alongs that says I'm in and let's write, so you can use those for write-alongs. Adam, can you please repeat what we're doing with the poem and space and guaranteed? My brain is on Benadryl. That's okay, Doreen. So I was actually mostly talking to class there, but what we're doing is we're gonna we've got another 5 minutes. I'll give you guys another 5 minutes. Again, gone into facilitator mode there. I'm gonna give you guys another 5 minutes. And Doreen, what we're doing is we're writing a poem individually, not together, individually. You're going to write a poem based on the prompt Gary Giles, and then Nightbot is going to choose a poem at random to win a free bronze membership for a month at the Poetry Cove. I went blank. All I got was not a great thing and a little insulting to Gary Giles. Well, let's not do that. Let's not insult Gary Giles. Thank you very much, especially as you've just become one. Nice. You're a legend. Thank you so much, Raven. Can we get some love in the chat for Raven as always, because she is incredibly generous. And it's so good to see you, Raven. I hope you're okay. I was literally going to message you on Instagram today to make sure that you were okay. Um, but yeah, thank you so much for those memberships, Raven. That's so generous. I really, really genuinely appreciate it. It means everything to me. So thank you. Thank the sweet Lord for copy and paste. Yes. Yeah, back to Jack. Let's not insult Gary Coyles. Thank you. Raven, guess whose poetry book landed on my doorstep this weekend? Oh, yes. Raven's poetry book was published recently. Again, mods, if we can, Raven, if you can just remind our moderator team, where we can find your book, we'll link it in the chat because Raven is amazing and deserves it. But I hope you like it, Kaylee. I hope you like it. Cheers, everybody. Hi, Raven. So great to see you again. Yes, it's good to have you here. In part one, we were talking. It is hard to find. Um, we will find it. We will find it. You're worth the hassle, Raven. You're worth the hassle. In part one, we were talking about globalization of poetry. And in part two, we're going to talk about eco poetry. And I'm going to read. Am I going to read? Oh my goodness. Am I going to? I mean, I've promised it to you. I've promised it to you now, so I have to read it. But I've never done that before. I've never shared a poem that I mean, it's not even finished, let alone edited. It's not even finished, let alone edited. You have to search the books section. If someone is able to get that link over to Danny somehow. I'm cutting out a little early. Enjoy the day. No worries, Mythical Meter. I will run the competition, and if you win, I will credit your Poetry Cove account with a free month. It is titled Bones and Sinew and under Laurie Colson. All right, let me go over to this. Okay, so far, Nightbot has registered entries from Justin, Class, a poet, Mythical Meter, and Kaylee. Still waking up. That's okay. That's okay. I did that the other week. I sent raw, unedited poem the first time ever. Okay, here is something else I wrote before. Is happier, but not part of the contest. Still waking up. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. I know that Danny is hunting down this book right now. Enjoying the live stream. Yeah, why if you're enjoying the live stream and you can, uh please do consider a super thanks. If if I receive a super thanks for you, you are more than welcome to email me a poem and I'll read it live on stream next week. Okay, I'll give it I'll give it a couple more minutes. I'm in facilitator mode right now. I'll give it a couple more minutes before I get Nightbot to choose a um winner. Get Nightbot to choose a winner. Sorry, Raven, we had the link in our mod chat. Just had to find it. Thank you so much, Danny. You are amazing. So there is the link to Raven's book in the chat. I invite you all to go and show Raven the support that she shows us. And how am I going to do this? How am I going to get? I'm going to have to give me 2 seconds. I am going to have to pull up this poem. I can't believe I genuinely can't believe I'm doing this. I genuinely can't believe I'm even doing this. So, does this take me out of the game in terms of publishing as well? Because some places you're not allowed to submit things that have previously been published, but I guess this isn't even finished. So, I guess we're okay. I'm just getting hold of it now. Where is it? Where's my file? Writing, poetry, and poetry. Oh no, I don't even know what I just turned on. There are so many pop-ups in everything these days, and I pressed turn on and I should have pressed no thanks. Okay, I've only got two stanzas. They're really, really rough. Well, the link isn't highlighting. It should be on my end. It looks good. All right. Brown Rivers Run Green. This is a poem that I am working on. I've only sat with it in for one night. It's a ballad. You might have seen my short today, How to Write a Ballad. I made that short video because I'm currently writing a ballad. And it's based on, in the UK right now, water companies. Essentially, I think it was something like £6.3 billion. They paid themselves £6.3 billion in dividends. If you don't know what dividends are, when you're a shareholder of a company, that's what you get paid for just being a shareholder, basically. Instead of investing that money into the infrastructure, the aging infrastructure of like the pipes and the sewage works and stuff like that, they paid themselves essentially. It's a tale as old as time, nothing new. However, it's now costing the UK bill payer, I guess, taxpayer. It's going to go up to over some places is over £100 in their bills because of this. So it really infuriated me, and it made me want to write a poem. So brown rivers run green. They promised us water pure and clean to reflect the stars, nourish hearts, certify birth. I hate that. I hate that line, certify birth. I don't know where that came from. I know the idea that I want to get across, but it messes with the meter. It doesn't sit right. But it's better to get words down. A poet's worst enemy is the blank page. So I'm just getting words on the page first, and then I can rework it. And there's a couple lines like that. I'll start again. Brown rivers run green. They promised us water pure and clean to reflect the stars, nourish hearts, certify birth. But now our brown rivers run violently green, outbreaks across the country, poisoning the earth. Scheming and plotting amongst peers and friends, for decades they smiled, siphoned and stole, pockets lined with billions in dividends, as their pipes crumbled into the rivers they sold. That's all I got so far. But it's genuinely not great. But as I say, a poet's worst enemy is the blank page, so it's better to just get words down and then start tightening it. When they say the poem can't have been published before, surely that just means no, 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 no. It can mean social media as well. It can mean social media as well. You aren't allowed to say that if we aren't Adam Gary poetry. I'm sorry. No, but I genuinely know that the meat is off in places and it some of the lines just don't hit properly. I know that. You tell him, Kaylee. If only I could put him in a timeout too. Wow, love it, Adam. Thank you, guys. It needs work. It needs work. While the poor man's back strains, neck pains, our money flows down dark drains. Oh, I like that. That's great, Dalen. That's great advice. Thanks. I think it's a great start. It's a work in progress for sure. Hi, Syed. Welcome to. I hope I said your name correctly. If not, please correct me. Hi, Syed. Welcome to Conversing with Poets. Conversing with Poets. Okay, I think we've given enough time for our poetry challenge. So, drum roll, please. Everybody throw the drum emoji in the chat. If there is one. I know there's one because we've done this before. Drum roll in the chat, everybody, while we wait for Nightbot to, I don't know, decide it's time. Search emojis, drum. There we go. Yes, Danny, you got it. All right, drum roll, everybody. Kaylee's got it. All right, here we go. In three. Yes, Ravens got it. 3, 2, 1. Choose a winner. I believe that is Class. Class has won. Congratulations, Class. You have won a free membership to the Poetry Cove, a free bronze membership for 1 month at the Poetry Cove. So I will credit your account with that after the stream. Woo, well done, Class. Yeah. Well done, class. Gosh, I won. I actually really tried on this one. Congratulations, class. I will credit your account with that membership after the stream. If you didn't win this time round, we will be doing this every week at every stream. So there will be an opportunity next week to win a membership at the Cove. So congratulations, class. It'll be great to see you back in the forum. And I can't wait to read your poems. All right, awesome. What a great stream. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. So, part two's topic is eco poetry. I've just kind of read one. What are people's thoughts on eco poetry? How do you find the drum emoji? I had to search it, to be honest with you. I had to search for it. We see a lot of Mythical Meter was absolutely right. This really does border on politics, which is a rule that we don't touch upon politics or religion at this stream. Why do we do that? Because they're very divisive subjects, and we're all a family here. That's why. Um, Someone did ask me, "Hey, you're a poet, you're an artist, and you don't want to talk about politics. What's up with that?" Well, it's just because we're a family here, and they're very divisive subjects, and we're not here to divide ourselves because we're all Gary Goals. So that's why. But eco poetry is almost politics because it's a form of protest, as you might have seen. So um, click the smiley next to the chat and search drum. Yeah, that's what I did. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. It'll be fun to go back to the Cove and see what transpires. By the way, I thought you said once you found an actual prize, you would stop having Nightbot decide the winner. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did I say that? I think I did say that. I think I did say that. I think I did say that. You're absolutely right, a poet. Poet is keeping me on my toes this evening. A poet is keeping me on my toes this evening. I did say that because a Nightbot can't decide on these things in terms of like quality testing. So I guess you're absolutely right. Let me make a note of that in the moderator um doc. Adam to decide on prize. Cool. That is now in the moderator doc. Yeah, a poet is keeping me on my toes and holding me to task. I'm very new to poetry, and English isn't my native language, but I'm interested in poetry and I'm Persian. So we love poetry. Excellent. Nice. It's a shame you wasn't here for our part one topic. I would be very interested to know what you have to say in our part one topic. So after the live stream, do head back to the playback and let me know your thoughts on that. So, eco poetry. Do we find it effective? Do we like it? Has anyone written any eco poems? What do we think? What do we think? Is there anyone here that doesn't like eco poetry and what it stands for? Again, we're here to discuss. We're here to debate things. All we ask is that you do so respectfully. We're all humans here, except for Nightbot. Nightbot's not a human, but we're all humans here. So as long as we disagree with each other respectfully, who knows? You may even opinions, um, turn opinions. Yeah, that's all I need to say. Sure, will do. I don't tend to lean towards eco poems because my niche is disability and mental health, but I think that eco poems are valuable. I've noticed people that are not native in English writing in English seem to be quite excellent. It seems to be more pure, raw emotions. Nice. There you go. High praise. High praise. I should not be drinking Americano coffee at 8:15 at night. I should not be doing this. I love Persian poetry. That's awesome. I'm just trying to think if I've read any. I don't know if I've. Is Rumi Persian? But I haven't read any Rumi, but I do have a Rumi book. Drinking coffee at night is very European. Yeah, I just realized this is such a bad idea. I'm not going to get any sleep. But I do have two ASMR videos to make after this, so I guess is eco poetry about nature or the shape that the planet is in? Or what? Yes, Justin. Yes is the answer to that. Yes. It's both. It's both. Rumi. Yeah. Rumi is Persian. I haven't actually read any Rumi, but I do have I'm sure I have a book. Sure I have a book on the top of my shelf. And Rumi is all over social media at the minute. I really like Amanda Gorman's poem Earth Rise. Let me have a look at that. Let me see if I can pull that up. Earth Rise. And I'll read it out. Oh, I got everything but poetry. Amanda Gorman. Earthrise poem by Amanda Gorman. Can I read this? Okay, poem analysis. Earthrise. Read poem. On Christmas Eve, 1968, astronaut Bill Anders snapped a photo of the Earth as Apollo 8 orbited the moon. Those three guys were surprised to see from their eyes our planet looked like an Earthrise, a blue orb hovering over the moon's grey horizon with deep oceans and silver skies. It was our world's first glance at itself. Our first chance, no ad, go away. Our first chance to see a shared reality, a declared stance and a commonality, a glimpse into our planet's mirror. And as threats drew nearer, our own urgency became clearer as we realized that we hold nothing dearer than this floating body we all call home. We've known that we're caught in the throes of climactic changes, some say. We'll just We've known that we're caught in the throes of climactic changes some say will just go away, while some simply pray to survive another day. For it is the obscure, the oppressed, the poor, who, when the disaster is declared done, still suffer more than anyone. Nice. Climate change is the single greatest challenge of our time. Of this you're certainly aware. It's saddening, but I cannot spare you from knowing an inconvenient fact because it's getting the fact straight that gets us to act and not to wait. So I tell you, this is not to scare you, but to prepare you, to dare you to dream a different reality where, despite disparities, we all care to protect this world. This ridiculed blue marble, this little true marvel to muster the verve and the nerve to see how we can serve. And then it says read more poems. So that wasn't the full poem, but it was a good chunk of it, I guess. Let me just catch up in chat. Whitman was a huge eco poet in that case. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. I really like Amanda Gorman's poem Earthrise. Okay, that's where I got to. I love Simon Barney's poetry too. Kaylee, interested in that topic. How do I find your poetry work? Poetry of the natural world ought to be okay. Do I get an amen? Amen. Absolutely. All right. Has anybody here written any eco poetry? I'm curious to know if anyone's actually delved into this. I know Kaylee said this wasn't her niche, but has anyone here have they delved into this topic in their own work? Man, I'm just, as vain as this sounds, I'm just looking at myself in the playback. I've lost so much weight. I haven't been eating properly for about 3 weeks straight, and I've lost so much weight. Anyway, sorry, I was just staring at myself. Amen. Thank you, just thanks, Ravenhawk. You're welcome. It's so good to see you, Raven. I'm glad that you're okay. Yeah, has anyone written any eco poetry or protest? I'm kind of open to find out if anyone's written any protest poetry in general. Maybe not necessarily eco, but if you have written eco, then even better. But I'm just curious to know if we have any activists. Have you been sick, Adam? I've been sick. I've just had a lot going on. It's been a wild, it's been a horrible, I'm just going to say it how it is. It's been a horrible start to 2025. So I haven't really been eating properly or finding the motivation to do many things, but I will get back on track. I unfortunately have to go. It's gotten late and I have classes first thing in the morning. No worries, Syed. Thank you so much for joining us. Good to see you and always lovely to see new faces or new names, I should say, in the chat. So do hang around and hopefully see you again soon. Yeah, I'm curious to know, are we I don't know, Danny. I don't know. That was actually going to be a question that I was going to throw to you. I guess we don't really need them. Sorry, I'm having a private chat. That's so rude of me, everyone. I'm having a private chat with Danny. I don't think so. Let's put that to Genevieve as well. But I don't see why we would keep them, so I guess we can wipe them. I am taking this as a challenge this week to write an eco poem. I love that, Justin. I love that, Justin. And if you do, bring it to the table if you can, because I know YouTube only allows 100 characters or 200 characters. But if you can bring it to the table in next chat, you're more than welcome to share it with us. We'll allow it this time, Adam. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm being so rude. I'm also noticing that this is this is off center. I have not written eco poetry, but going back over my files, I did write an eco short story, one of my better ones too. Nice, Jack. Nice. It's a subject that I've always been passionate about, and I'm surprised I haven't written more. In fact, I've got my poetry. I know that I tried a number of times to write something. The Sorrowful Tale of Blue Town, that's not eco poetry, but I guess it is political. Djembe, dying slowly in wow, these are old poems. I can delete these now. That I haven't shared yet. That I haven't finished. I know I've got some at the stop sign. I haven't shared that either. Uh, I know I have an eco poem somewhere that I started and I didn't finish, unfortunately. I would have thought I'd written more, to be honest. I wrote a personification poem of a last tree in a forest. Not sure if it is eco though. Yeah, that sounds like an eco poem to me. Adam, you should come to the Poetry Orchard workshops. We are doing a rest and renew theme this week. Nice, nice. I know you've spoken about that a lot, but I don't know how to join. So maybe message me. Oh, that feels very on topic. Yeah, that does feel like eco poetry. Thank you, Danny. I think I've made this more off center. Hang on. I need to. Okay, it needs to go this way a little bit. I'll message you. Thank you, Kaylee. Did I do that right? I don't know. I've probably made it worse, haven't I? Thank you, Kaylee. Our mod chat is on Instagram, by the way, so I saw that Kaylee's little notification came up. Don't forget to hit that like button, absolutely. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do hit that like button. It's really helpful, completely free, and only takes a couple of seconds. If I can find it, I will post it in the Cove. That would be amazing, Raven. I would really love to get that forum going again. I would really love to get that forum going again so that I can do a push. A push. If you haven't already, by the way, if you enjoy these streams and you want to continue in that vein and be a part of an online poetry community, I would love it if you joined us at the Poetry Cove. You can create a free account and join us in the forum, in the poetry discussion thread and the general discussion thread. It would be really great to see you guys over there. Hello, Thomas. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. It would be really cool to see you over there. Um, yeah, let's flood that forum with. Don't be shy. If you've got any questions, feel free to create your own threads. I don't have to. You don't have to wait for me to create threads. By all means, create um the threads that you want to know about, and I will. That's the best way to get me to engage with you over there as well. I'm so busy this week, but I'll be back on top of things next week, so I can actually write more often. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, I struggle to find time to write as well, so you're probably doing better than me. I've only got two stanzas, two very rough stanzas. But yeah, by all means, if you do find it, Raven, throw it over on the Cove. Do you like free verse or metered poetry better? I'm kind of going through a transitional stage. I used to love free verse. I still love free verse. I mean, with this poem that I'm writing, Rivers, I guess I'll call it Rivers for short. I strongly, I seriously considered free verse for it. A lot of activism poetry, if you like, is free verse because it's raw and bang, it's got a punch. But I'm really, really enjoying exploring form in my work recently, and I'm trying all these different forms. Uh, so at the moment, that's where my tastes lie. That's why I wanted to write this as a ballad and test myself with form and stuff like that. So at the moment, I really love form and metered poetry, if you like. But I also, I don't turn my nose up at free verse. I also really like free verse, and that's where I started this poetic journey, writing free verse. So I once wrote a poem saying that we should stop worshipping our political beliefs and evangelizing people who disagree. It's currently in my rewrite pile since I need to figure out how to edit drastically. That's cool. Yeah, that's um a lot of my poetry in the past hasn't been very well, maybe it has. Maybe it has. I'm not going to say that actually. Maybe it has. Would love to read it when you get it edited apart. Hope you will post it in the Cove. Yeah, that would be great. That'd be awesome. Excuse me. I don't even know if you heard that. This mic is super duper. I forgot to put my phone on charge again. I always panic when my viewers go from like 16 down to 6, but I think it's where YouTube shows an ad. I'm assuming that's what it is. I hope that's what it is anyway, where YouTube shows an ad and then the viewers go down and then they come back up. Otherwise, people have just left, which is fine. It's fine. I understand. I can't post my poems in the Cove. I imagine this live way of going about things has its challenges. It does, yeah, it does. I let my phone die on me yesterday. Oh, you did? Sometimes I kind of want to let my phone die. I'm like, I will admit to you folks right now, I am on my phone way too much. It's always in my hand and it's bugging me. So I need to deal with that. I need to deal with that. A highly educated man suggested that I should master poetic forms before trying free verse, and I would be a better writer as a result. Learn the rules before you break them, he said. That is what I always tell people. Learn the rules and then break them. And I also encourage people a lot to break the rules. Kaylee can attest to that. Kaylee is in one of my weekly workshops, so Kaylee can attest to that. But yeah, it's true. Learn the rules before you break them. If you're just coming to poetry, then the way I feel about it is that if you're just coming to poetry, and this is what I've said about children as well, and it applies to adults too. If you're just coming to poetry, then you should not worry about form. And I'm sorry that I contradict your mentor, Jack. I don't mean to, but this is just my way of doing it. First, catch the bug of writing poetry, and if that means you just love writing free verse, then write free verse and just love doing it. And then once you've caught the bug for it and you know that you love poetry, then you can start dipping your toes into form and technique and stuff like that. But if you start off learning something like forms and techniques and it doesn't do it for you, then you'll just give up on poetry, and I don't want you guys to do that. I break all the rules. I aspire to be a goblin of chaos. Yes, a goblin of poetic chaos. Love that. Okay, guys, I think I'll end the stream there. We seem to have come to the end of our eco poetry discussion, and it's time to go and shoot 2 ASMR videos. I need to go and make a Emily Dickinson ASMR video and a Sylvia Plath ASMR video. And then I think I'm pretty sure I'm done with ASMR videos. They're so difficult to make. If I ever move house to a quieter location with more space, then maybe I'll start them up again. But for now, they're just so difficult to make. So I will say goodnight. I can write form poetry, took a class in college on it, but I prefer free verse most of the time. Yeah, and that's awesome. That's awesome. And we have to try things to know whether we don't like it. We have to try the things we don't like to know what we do like. For me, I originally started writing metric verse, but now I write free verse and haven't used meter in a while. I do often use tercets or calculated rhythms, though. That's awesome. This has been fascinating. I just stumbled upon this. Well, welcome, Thomas. I hope that I hope that you'll be back. We are live every Sunday, and we discuss 2 different topics every week. We do poetry challenges every week, and we also look at news headlines, poetry related news headlines. So do hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you again next week. Also, replace your car. Yeah, I need to replace my house and replace my car. I wonder how recording in a car would work. Right on, brother. I will try to keep up your goings on. I have a YouTube channel as well. Nice. Well, as I say, I'm really glad that you're here, Thomas, and I hope to see you again soon. Uh, what was I saying? I was wrapping the stream up, wasn't I? I can't remember where I was in wrapping up the stream, but thank you so much for being here, folks. Oh yeah, ASMR videos. I will post Emily Dickinson and Sylvia Plath, assuming everything goes well tonight. Um, so yeah, thank you very much, folks, and see you next week. Or I'll see you in the comment section of Tuesday's video.